அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களை, இந்த வீடியோவில் நாம் 12ஆம் வகுப்பு கெமிஸ்ட்ரி யூனிட் 11 ஹைட்ராக்சி காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஈதேஸ் என்ற பாடத்தில் எலக்ட்ரோஃபிலிக் சப்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ரியாக்ஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் phenol, just to differentiate alcohols and phenols, uses of phenol போன்ற பகுதிகளை பார்க்க உள்ளோம். Reactions of benzene ring. அதில் என்ன பார்க்கலாம்? Electrophilic aromatic substitution. We have already learned in 11th standard that the groups like OH, NH2, etc., which when directly attached to benzene ring, activate the ring towards electrophilic substitution reaction and direct the incoming electrophile to occupy either the ortho or para position. Here you see the groups like OH, NH2, OR, methoxy, ethoxy, etc., can increase the electron density of benzene ring in ortho and para positions, and hence during electrophilic substitution reactions, the incoming group will come to ortho position or para position. So these groups are called activating groups. Okay, OH, NH2, OCH3, etc. These groups are called activating groups. So these activate the reactions of electrophilic substitution reactions of the benzene ring. Okay, then another kind of groups you see like NO2, CHO, COOH, etc. They deactivate the benzene ring. That means they decreases the electron density at the ortho and para positions. Okay, such groups are called deactivating groups. The rate of reaction will decrease due to the presence of these groups. Which groups? NO2, CHO, COOH, etc. Ketone group C double bond O also includes. Okay. And then third kind of group, that is halogens. These are deactivating groups but orthopara directees. So keep in mind OH, NH2, methoxy group, etc. or orthopara directing. During electrophilic substitution reaction, the incoming groups will come to ortho position or para position. The groups like NO2, C double bond O, CHO, COOH. If these kinds of groups are present in the benzene ring, then the incoming group will come to the meta position. Okay, these are deactivating group. Then the deactivating groups like halogens, chlorine, bromine, etc. These are deactivating groups, but they are orthopara directing. Okay. Now let us study in details. First, nitrosation reaction. Phenol can be readily nitrosoated at low temperature with nitrous acid. You see the reaction. The nitrous acid split into two parts, OH and NO. HNO2. Okay, you see OH and NO. The OH combines with one hydrogen at the para position to form water. Okay, so the NO group will come to the para position. Okay, this NO group generally cannot go to the ortho position. It goes to para position only. Okay. Then next reaction is nitration. Phenol can be nitrated using 20% nitric acid even at room temperature. a mixture of ortho and para nitrophenols are formed. Okay, you see, phenol, it is nitrated by using dilute nitric acid at room temperature. Then what will happen, you see, HNO3, it is split into two parts, OH and NO2. OH and NO2. OH combines with one hydrogen from the ortho position. You see, in the benzene ring, all the vertices have one carbon and one hydrogen, except this vertex. Here only carbon is there, there is no hydrogen. Okay, remaining 5 vertices have one carbon atom and one hydrogen atom. Okay, and now this OH group combines with one hydrogen from this vertex to form H2O. Here it is written, you see, minus H2O. Okay, the remaining part NO2 will join to the ortho position. The similar kind of reaction may take place at the para position also, not simultaneously. It may go to ortho position or to the para position. You see, this is ortho position. NO2 groups comes, then the NO2 group may go to the para position also. Okay, then the yield of product obtained, you see, this ortho product obtained is about 30 to 40%, but the para product is only 15% obtained. Okay, then the ortho and para isomers are separated. These two mixture only we will get. The mixture of ortho nitrophenol and para nitrophenol we will get. These two isomers are separated by steam distillation, as orthonitrophenol is slightly soluble in water. Orthonitrophenol slightly soluble in water and more volatile, boiling point low. More volatile means low boiling point due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Your important point comes, you see, if intramolecular hydrogen bond is present in a molecule, then the boiling point is low. The particular compound have low boiling point. If the compound have intermolecular hydrogen bond, then boiling point is high. Okay, whereas you see, para nitrophenol is more soluble in water and less volatile due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Then nitration with nitrating mixer gives picric acid. This is next reaction. Nitration with nitration mixer. Okay, nitrating mixer means the mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so when phenol reacts with the mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid to give picric acid. So what will happen here? You see, the nitric acid is split into two parts, OH and NO2. OH combines with hydrogen from the ortho position to form H2O. Okay, it is written here. Similarly, it goes to other ortho position as well as para position. All the 3 positions will come, 2 ortho position and 1 para position. Okay, to form 3 water molecule. So NO2 will join here into ortho position and para position. Okay, so this compound is called, you see, this position number 1, 2, 1 NO2 group is there, 3 and 4. 4 position another NO2 is there, 5, 6. 6th position also another NO2. So we can say 2,4,6 trinitrophenol. Its another name is picric acid. Sometimes it is possible to ask question, what is called picric acid? How is it prepared? Because this is one of the very important compound. Okay. Then see, what is the answer? 2,4,6 trinitrophenol is called picric acid. It is prepared by the nitration of phenol with nitrating mixer at room temperature. Okay. Then what is this is one of the very important compound. You see, picric acid. This is trinitrophenol. This is one of the explosive. Okay. Then next reaction is sulfonation. Okay. Phenol reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid at 280 Kelvin to form orthophenol sulfonic acid. Phenol reacts with the concentrated sulfuric acid at 280 Kelvin to form orthophenol sulfonic acid as a major product. When the reaction is carried out at 373 Kelvin, if the temperature is increased, then the major product is paraphenol sulfonic acid. Okay, so you see here, phenol plus sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid split into OH and SO3H. OH and SO3H. The OH combines one hydrogen from the ortho position to form H2O. Here it is written minus H2O. So the SO3H will go to the ortho position. Okay, or the same reaction may take place at the para position also. Okay, so in such a case, SO3H will go to the para position. So both the compound we will get during this reaction, ortho isomer and para isomer. Okay, this ortho isomer is obtained at low temperature 280 Kelvin. Okay, and the para isomer is obtained at a higher temperature at 373 Kelvin. Okay, what is the name? Orthophenol sulfonic acid, paraphenol sulfonic acid. This is orthophenol sulfonic acid, this is paraphenol sulfonic acid. Then halogenation. Phenol reacts with the bromine water to give white precipitate of 2,4,6-tribromophenol. Okay, see, this is phenol. It is treated with the bromine water. Bromine water. Okay, now what will happen? You see, this bromine combined with one hydrogen from the ortho position to form HBr. Another bromine will join here. Similarly, it will go to the another ortho position and para position simultaneously. Okay, so we will get 2,4,6-tribromophenol. 2,4,6-tribromophenol. Okay, then if the reaction is carried out in carbon disulfide at carbon disulfide or carbon tetrachloride at 278 Kelvin, a mixture of ortho and para bromophenols are formed. Okay, so what is the difference between these two reagents? Here, bromine water we used. Here, bromine in carbon disulfide or carbon tetrachloride. Here, the solvent is different. Here it is water. Here it is organic solvent or covalent solvent. Okay, what is the difference? You see, bromine is a covalent compound. Bromine is a covalent compound. Okay, it is not ionic. So it is more soluble in organic solvents. Okay, then you see, so when the bromine is dissolved in water, it is soluble in water also. If it is dissolved in water, the solubility is less. So more bromine is available to react with the phenol. Okay, in the case of bromine in carbon tetrachloride or carbon disulfide, bromine is more soluble in the organic solvent and hence little bromine is available to react with this phenol. Okay, so that's why the substitution takes place at one position only here. Here, simultaneously, the substitution takes place at 3 positions. Okay, so here you see this bromine combined with one hydrogen from here to form HBr. So minus HBr is written here. Okay, so another bromine will join here. So we'll get to ortho bromophenol we will get. Similarly, the bromine may go to the para position also. So we'll get to para bromophenol. Okay, then the next reaction is Coles or Coles-Schmidt reaction. Coles reaction or Coles-Schmidt reaction. This is one of the book bag question. In this reaction, book bag question number 12. Okay, but you see, in this reaction, phenol is first converted into sodium phenoxide. Phenol is first converted into sodium phenoxide, which is more reactive than phenol towards electrophilic substitution reaction with carbon dioxide. Treatment of sodium phenoxide with carbon dioxide at 400 Kelvin under 4 to 7 bar pressure followed by acid hydrolysis gives salicylic acid. Okay, you see the reaction phenol. The sentences it is not necessary to mark up. From the equation itself, we are able to write the sentence. Okay, see here phenol, it reacts with sodium hydroxide. Now what will happen? You see this H and this OH combine to form water. It is written here minus H2O. So this Na will join here. So we will get sodium phenoxide. The next step, you see, it combines with the carbon dioxide. So now join. So we will get COO. COO. We supposed to get COOH. COOH. Here ONA. ONA. Now the COOH is more acidic than OH, and hence the sodium and hydrogen ions will exchange. Okay, from this ONA, Na will come here and H will go here. Okay, like this, H and Na will exchange now. Okay, then on acidification, now what will happen? You see, this hydrogen or H plus ion displaces the sodium ion. So H plus join here, this Na plus goes out. So minus Na plus. Okay, so we'll get salicylic acid. This compound is called salicylic acid. This is sodium salicylate. Sodium salicylate. This compound is called sodium phenoxide. The next reaction is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. This Kolb's reaction is one of the very important reaction. Keep in mind. Okay, this very important reaction. Then Reimer-Tiemann reaction. This also equally important. Very important reaction. Reimer-Tiemann reaction. Okay, you see, on treating phenol with chloroform and sodium hydroxide, a formyl group, CHO group is aldehyde group, or we can say formyl group, is introduced at ortho position. This reaction proceeds through the formation of substituted benzol chloride intermediate. Okay, you see, first phenol reacts with chloroform CHCl3 in the presence of sodium hydroxide. Now what will happen? You see, from chloroform, one hydrogen combines with from chloroform, one chlorine combines with one hydrogen of phenol to form HCl. It is written minus HCl. Okay, so the remaining part is CHCl2 will join here. So we'll get it like this. Here CHCl2. Okay, this is, you see, if this ONA is not there, then we can say it is benzol chloride. C6H5 CHCl2 is called benzol chloride. Here ONA is there, ONA. So it is called substituted benzol chloride intermediate. This is one of the intermediate compound. Okay, then it reacts with the sodium hydroxide. Now what will happen? See, this Na and Cl combine to form NaCl. This is written here, minus NaCl. Then OH will join here. Since here 2Cl is there, 2OH will join here. So we will get like this compound. Okay, like this compound we will get. This compound is unstable. You keep in mind, if two OH groups attach to same carbon atom, then the compound is unstable. Here in this carbon, you see two OH groups are there. Immediately it eliminates a water molecule. One water molecule is removed from this. This OH and this H combine to form water. So now in between this carbon and this oxygen, a double bond is formed. Okay, so we'll get this compound is CHO, formyl aldehyde group. Okay, so we'll get it like this. Okay, here CHO, here ONA. Okay, then which one? Acidification. Acidification. Now this H plus displays the Na plus. Okay, so H plus will come here, Na plus will leave out. Okay, it is written here minus Na plus. Okay, so this compound is called salicylaldehyde. This compound is called salicylaldehyde. If it is COOH, we can say salicylic acid. This one, you see, this is aldehyde of this acid. So we can say salicylaldehyde. Okay, then phthalate reaction. This is also one of the very important reaction. Keep in mind. Okay, it is very important reaction. Phthalate reaction. On treating phenol with phthalic anhydride in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, phenolphthalein is obtained. Okay, you see, on heating phenol, this is phenol. OH is written at the bottom. Keep in mind, this is a phenol reacts with phthalic anhydride. What is called phthalic acid? If two carboxyl groups attach to two neighboring carbon atoms of benzene ring, then the compound is called phthalic acid. So you see, this is benzene ring. If here one COOH, here another COOH, then the compound is called phthalic acid. If one water molecule is removed from phthalic acid, then the resulting compound is called phthalic anhydride. Okay, here COOH, here COOH. From this one water molecule is removed, H2O. So the remaining is CO, here CO. From the two OH, one water molecule is removed. So one O will remains there. Okay, this compound is called phthalic anhydride. AN spelling you see, AN, phthalic anhydride. It is heated with phenol in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Now what will happen? You see, from the which one hydrogen opposite position of the hydroxyl group para position. This side phenol, which one hydrogen combines with oxygen to form water. Okay, so 2 hydrogen is required. We can write here 2 phenol. Okay, so from these 2 hydrogen combined with 1 oxygen to form water. It is written here plus H2O. Okay, so the remaining part we can write like this. You see, this carbon lost 2 bonds. Is right. 1 oxygen is removed means 2 bonds it need. So 1 bond with formed with one benzene, this phenol ring. Another bond will form with another phenol ring. Okay, you see here now. This is phthalic anhydride. Okay, here this is C double bond O. Double bond O is missing now here. Okay, so now we can write. First we can draw this structure. Okay, then you see here 2 benzene ring we can draw. 2 benzene ring. After that, link this bond and this bond. Okay, then you write at the para position of this bond we can write OH. This bond para position OH. Okay, this compound is called phenolphthalein. It is used as indicator in acid-base titration. Okay, the next reaction is coupling reaction. This is also one of the name reaction, important reaction. Okay, phenol couples with benzene diazonium chloride in an alkaline solution to form para-hydroxy azobenzene, a red-orange dye. Okay, you see benzene diazonium chloride, diazo, azo meaning nitrogen, diazo, 2 nitrogen. What is the meaning of this EM? EM means positive charge. N to have positive charge. Okay, this you see this benzene diazonium chloride, this compound have resonance stretches. In resonance stretches, the nitrogen have, in some of the resonance stretches, the nitrogen have positive charge. That's why this EM is written. Okay, EM, IUM. Okay, so benzene diazonium chloride. See, this benzene ring, N2Cl. N2Cl means this N2 is N double bond N, single bond Cl. This is one of the resonance structure. Then 2 more resonance structures are there. In that structures, the nitrogen have positive charge. Only one structure, it is not having any charge. Okay, that structure is used here. Okay, you see, now this benzene diazonium chloride reacts with the phenol in the presence of alkali. Now what will happen, you see? This OH group, para position of this OH group, this hydrogen combines with this chlorine to form HCl. Here it is written HCl. Remaining part, just we can simply join it. So benzene ring, N double bond N. N double bond N. Next bond with this vertex. Okay, this vertex. Okay, then benzene ring, here OH. Okay, this compound is called para-hydroxy azobenzene. Okay, aliphatic alcohol does not undergo this reaction. Okay, this is a dye. Okay, red-orange dye. And then just to differentiate alcohol and phenols. First test, you see, phenol reacts with benzene diazonium chloride. This reaction only given to form a red-orange dye, but ethanol has no reaction with it. Okay, ethanol or any other aliphatic alcohol have no such a reaction. Then phenol gives purple coloration with neutral ferric chloride. Okay, neutral ferric chloride solution. Alcohol do not give such a coloration with neutral ferric chloride. Okay, then phenol reacts with the sodium hydroxide to give sodium phenoxide. Okay, but ethyl alcohol does not react with the sodium hydroxide. Okay, it can react with the sodium only, sodium metal to form sodium ethoxide. Okay, but cannot react with the sodium hydroxide. Then uses of phenol. About half of world production of phenol is used for making phenol formaldehyde resin called bakelite. Okay, a major portion of phenol prepared in the world is used for the production of bakelite. Then phenol is starting material for the preparation of drugs such as phenacetin. Phenacetin, one of the medicine for a fever, Celal, aspirin, etc. Okay. Then Phenolphthalein indicator, it is used for the preparation of phenolphthalein indicator. It is used for the preparation of explosive like picric acid. Okay, it is used as an antiseptic, carbolic lotion, antiseptic, carbolic lotion, and carbolic soap. Okay, what is called carbolic? What is the meaning of carbolic? Phenol is called carbolic acid. Phenol, C6H5, OH is called carbolic acid. Phenol, another name is carbolic acid. Okay, since in the lotion phenol is used, we can say it is carbolic lotion. Okay, this phenol is used in some soap, so that soap is called carbolic soap because phenol is there. Okay, then evaluate yourself. Which of the following set of reactants will give 1-methoxy 4-nitrobenzene? 1-methoxy 4-nitrobenzene. You see, this is a benzene ring. Here NO2 is there. Here Br is there. So 1-methoxy 4-nitrobenzene. What is the structure? What is the expected structure? 1-methoxy. Position number 1-methoxy 4-nitrobenzene. They say this is 4-nitro. Fourth position nitro. So this position methoxy. So OCH3 should come here. Okay, when these two react, is it possible? You see, okay, if you want to get such a product, then this Na should react with Br. So this bond should cleave. This bond should cleave. Then only this Br can combine with the Na. But it is not so easy because aryl carbon halogen bond is very short and strong. Okay, very short and strong. So this bond cannot cleave easily. Okay, so this reaction is not possible. In this reaction, you see, what is the expected product? Here, instead of this Na, here CH3 should come. Okay, is it possible? You see, this if we want to get that product, then this Br should react with this Na. So then only this Br, this which one CH3 will come here. This reaction is possible because ONA bond is not so strong. This bond can cleave easily. Okay, so the second reagents can give this product. So first one cannot give this. This is the possible reagents for that reaction. Then what happens when metacresol is treated with acidic solution of sodium dichromate? Acidic solution of sodium dichromate is an oxidizing agent. It is oxidizing agent. Okay, so you keep in mind in benzene ring, if there is any side chain alkyl groups are present, alkyl or alkene like that, etc. Any group like that. Okay, that means if the benzene ring have any side chain containing carbon, okay, side chain means carbon. Okay, that means methyl, ethyl, etc. Like that groups are there. Which on oxidation we will get to benzoic acid. The group is completely converted into COOH group. Okay, COOH. Okay, so metacresol on treatment with acidified sodium dichromate, then we will get what product we will get? CH3 will convert into COH. Then OH is there. It's right. Then so we will get, that is called which one? Salicylic acid. You see. You see, this is orthocresol, oxidizing agent. This CH3 is converted into COOH. This compound is called salicylic acid. Okay. The next reaction you see, when phenol is treated with propane to all in the presence of HF, Friedel-Crafts reaction takes place. Identify the products. Okay. You see here it is given propane to all in the presence of HF. Friedel-Crafts reaction will take place. The reaction name is also given. So how the reaction will take place? You see, the phenol, isopropyl alcohol or 2-propanol in the presence of HF. Now what will happen? Only possibility, the OH can combine with one hydrogen from here. Okay, so the remaining part will join here. Okay, this carbon you see here, this middle carbon CH, this CH3, this CH3, 2CH3. Okay, is it possible to go this group to the ortho position? Because OH is ortho para directing. It is not possible because this group is bulky group, very large group. Okay, already here one functional group is there. So here there is no sufficient room, sufficient place to locate this bulky group. Okay, so ortho isomer we won't get, we will get the para isomer. அன்பார்ந்த மாணவர்களே, இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடித்திருந்தால் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள், லைக் செய்யுங்கள், ஷேர் செய்யுங்கள். திரையில் தோன்றும் லிங்கை பயன்படுத்தி +2 கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் உள்ள வீடியோக்கள் அனைத்தையும் பார்வையிடலாம். நன்றி.